Daredevil Born Again, episodes 1 and 2. Welcome back, and holy cow. Hi, thank you for tuning into the Tom Bottelsen Show, talking about Daredevil Born Again, episodes 1 and 2. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I saw this on late Tuesday night. I was working, and so I didn't start watching until about 11 o'clock at night, almost midnight, and I was blown away by the first episode, which should be called episode 0 in my opinion, as opposed to episode 1. But here's going to be a quick breakdown. It was going to be spoiler free, and then I realized, no, I've got to tell too much about it. My opinions on the show, it's going to be spoiler-ish. So please tell me you've watched it and you're watching this to see my reaction of it, because my goodness, I really loved it. I'm loving it so far. I'm only 2 episodes in. I hate just, oh my goodness, I absolutely love it so far. So the last time we saw Daredevil was in 2018 on the Netflix show. That's when season 3 aired, the final episode. And then we've seen Matt Murdock in the MCU here and there, played by Charlie Cox, coming in and out of things, little guest appearances and whatnot, but no Daredevil TV series. So, and as far as the Netflix series goes and why that's gone and why it's taken up, has to do with money, and I won't discuss that because I don't know all the ins and outs about that, but it's always money. The answer's money. But as far as shows coming back, I think Daredevil is the one that we wanted. Can we agree on that? Because I have the listings of where I put the Netflix shows, and I put Daredevil first, then Jessica Jones, The Punisher, The Defenders, Luke Cage, and then Iron Fist. That's the order of which I liked them or enjoyed them or whatever have you. And Jessica Jones was really great for the first season because David Tennant is in it, and he's amazing. And the rest were okay, but nothing beats Daredevil. Especially when John Bernthal shows up as the Punisher in season 2, fantastic. But they had to decide if they're going to reboot Daredevil, Born Again, what do we do with the storylines we already had? If we're keeping Charlie Cox and we're keeping Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk, if we're keeping these characters, these actors to play them, what are we doing with the rest? And here's what I think happened. I think someone had an idea and said, I've got an idea for a storyline for Daredevil, and it doesn't match with all the stuff we've already built up. So we have to, forgive the analogy, bury the first 3 seasons of Daredevil, the Netflix show. So that's why we get certain plot lines having to do with Foggy, with Karen, and with Bullseye, and they wrap it up in a tight little bow. They put a button on the series, and now that's over with, and they're rebooting the series where we get to see Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio one-on-one, Daredevil versus Fisk. But in episode 1, which I'm calling episode 0, has spectacular stuff. My goodness, it's got hero appearances, hero landings. Bullseye looks awesome and is dangerous, and the epic fight which starts off that episode, incredible. So much fun, so enjoyable to watch all of this comic book nerddom. And once again, I watched it with my headphones on. The music in this is immaculate. It is good, old-fashioned superhero type music, and I thoroughly enjoy the music and the sound coming in. So, episode 2. Episode 2 lets us know exactly where we are, because I think somebody wrote a storyline and said, I want to do the storyline where Wilson Fisk is the mayor, which is from the comic books from 2017, 5 episodes, I believe, where Wilson Fisk is the mayor. And they wanted to explore that storyline, or a storyline similar to that. I don't know if it'll go along with the comics or not. But in order to do that, you got to put to rest all the other stuff. So, everybody else from the original first 3 series pretty much is gone, or the storylines they're in. The storyline with Karen is gone. The storyline with Foggy is gone. Their old law firm is gone. And once again, Daredevil's deciding whether or not he wants to be Daredevil anymore. But then they pull him back in episode 2. Oh, it's so good. This is so good. And yes, I know the scene of Daredevil and Kingpin in the diner is like the scene from Heat. Michael Mann's brilliant scene with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, where it's the good guy and the bad guy, and they're facing off in a diner, just having a cup of coffee together, having the same discussion. And Daredevil says, if you step out of line, I will be there. And Wilson Fisk says, if you show up in your outfit again, I'm going to put the entire office of the mayor on you. So they're both giving each other's threats, and we both know they're going to throw down. It's going to be a thing. Oh, it's really good. Wilson Fisk, Vincent D'Onofrio, again, spectacular as his character. He's just so unusual, and his dialogue is so quick and to the point and so mysterious, and he doesn't seem to deal well with humanity. Like, he has difficulty having regular conversations with regular people, which they're showing this a lot as he is in his turn as mayor, that he doesn't exactly know how to talk to humanity. Which brings in our therapist, who is Daredevil's new love interest. We'll see what happens with her, and then we've got the guy who's the suck up to Wilson Fisk. I'm sure he won't have a good time. He's not going to this and that. And then we've got White Tiger who shows up. I mean, so the scene sets up that it is people are tired of the vigilantism. This happens a lot in the MCU with Civil War. It's like they're doing more harm than good. And this is a classic storyline which follows from the X-Men comic books as well as X-Men 97, where we've got to get rid of these costumed vigilantes. And that is the same basis for this. But I am 100% enjoying the holy crap out of Daredevil, because it's the dirty show, okay? Remember Daredevil season 1 on Netflix? He's always getting his ass kicked. He's getting beat up. He's almost being killed every time, and he still gets dressed and goes and does the job. Daredevil is dirty. It's in Hell's Kitchen. It's not the shining example. You know, it's not Spider-Man. It's not. It's Daredevil, the man without fear, Matt Murdock, who's fighting crime in the court system and on the streets. It is such an epic, heroic tale. But please, please tell me you're watching Daredevil Born Again. I hope it continues along this line of being great, because I'm such a fan of it so far. Because let's face some facts. After the rumors are true, after Endgame, we had some hits and some misses. Mostly misses. Mostly misses. Or mostly okays. Get a lot of comic book offerings. We're like, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's okay. And I really did love the new Captain America Brave New World. I thought that was great. But we got to get back to the dirty, gritty story of Matt Murdock in Hell's Kitchen and Daredevil Born Again. Oh, like I always say, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound, and I can't wait for the next episode. That'll do it for this week for episodes 1 and 2 of Daredevil Born Again. I'll be following that and doing episodes on that every week because I'm enjoying the heck out of this show. Daredevil is the reason I started streaming. Yeah, when Daredevil first came out, you couldn't get a DVD. And I had to switch the plan and say, all right, then I'm going to switch over to streaming. I started streaming because of Daredevil on Netflix. And now it is back, and now I'm loving the holy crap out of it. I think it's great. So like and subscribe if you like this content, and hit that notification bell so you know when my stuff drops. It drops on Sunday. I can't wait to see where this goes. And yeah, I already saw that John Bernthal is going to be in as the Punisher. I don't know how he shows up or when he shows up, but yay, let him show up. Oh boy, I can't wait to see it. I really can't. So, until I see you next time, as always, peace, love, live long and prosper. And I mean it.